I remember I had a client. She it was for her birthday, right? She's a little bit how can I say? She's like caramel, but she wanna look white. Like
Oh
when
wow.
I'm putting the foundation, she's telling me it's not this one. Think the brightest shade. And
Wow.
I remember I was looking at her and she said that I was looking at her, I was like, why are we doing this? And she's like, no, I'm not like that. This is my shade. And when we finished, I was just
Did she look messed up?
Okay, guys. Welcome to Two Continents One Mic again. This is Tony, your host, and
This is Ife. Everyone, you know me.
today we have an amazing sister from Congo. She resides now in China. 7 years ago, she landed in China with two suitcases and a makeup kit. But it wasn't all lipstick and glam. She's worked long hours. She's here to tell us about the culture shock, life as a makeup artist, and all the hustles. Real story here, guys. So, Nana, over to you. I'll let you introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you.
hello everyone. I'm Nana. I am a makeup artist based in Guangzhou, China. I am from Congo and I've been living in China for 7 years now. And I'm so glad and honored to be here today.
So, Nana, take us back. What made you leave Congo for China?
Um, I wanted first. What made me leave Congo from China? It's I wanted to explore something new. I wanted to explore something. I wanted to explore something new. I wanted to experience a different culture and to learn something new. So that's the first. I wanted something different. So that's that's how I found myself here.
I guess my question is why China? Because it's a big world that we live in, right? It's not like, I'm very interested in China. I actually want to go to China and Japan. I got those on my list. But I think my question is why did you actually pick China, or did that just come up as the location that provided the opportunity that you were looking for? Why China?
It came as the location that the opportunity that I was looking for actually. So my family, I live here with my family, and we came here a few years ago because my parents had to work here, and they were like, "Oh my God, we're going to China. What do you guys think? There is this, and that you guys can do." And he was like, "Okay, cool, why not?" So yeah, that's a little bit like that.
Yeah, what was those first 30 days like in China? Like your first 30 days, that first month when you landed, what was it like?
Ooh. I was I was too stunned to speak. I was too stunned to speak, and I wasn't even saying anything. I was just looking at everything and how everything moves fast. It was a new word for me. It was really new, and the food, the way they were speaking, the everything was. But yeah, that's kind of how the 30 days was. Yeah.
Was that your first time living Congo, or had you been to other places before, so you kind of have a feel what it's like?
Well, I've been over the process before. It was like that's I was leaving the continent. I'm going in another place where I don't know what to expect, and it's just yeah, it's a that was really a new word for me.
Okay, so you had been to other countries in Africa, but just not necessarily left. Oh, that's cool because I think I relate to that because I don't know if Tony, if you're the same, but I think coming to UK was my first trip out of Africa, and I think I understand where's that we don't usually, especially if you're much younger, you don't think about world outside of Africa. You don't even think too much about outside of the country. And if you ever think out of the country, you think like Western Europe or you think America, but you just don't think of anything outside of Africa. So you don't know what to expect. I don't know if I said this to you, Tony, and this is slightly embarrassing, forgive me. But I mean, it's the truth. When I was moving to the UK, for some reason, I thought everything was going to look like America. So imagine my shock at Heathrow. Like,
Yeah.
I genuinely, because if you think about it, and obviously depending on when you left the country, everything you saw in media was America. In Nigeria, you didn't see anything. You didn't show. They didn't show Germany. They didn't show China.
No.
They didn't show Australia. All the movies, all the music videos,
Yeah.
even the whole of America is just New York. So in my head, if you're leaving Africa, you're going to something that looks like New York.
Yep. I totally. I think growing up, maybe I don't know. Probably quote me around. I think the only, the only music video musician that I know out of UK was Spice Girls. That was it.
I didn't even know Spice Girls. Well, how
You didn't
old
know
are
Spice Girls?
you?
What?
I no, I didn't know. I mean, I kind of heard the music, but I didn't know who sang it. So, Viva Forever, that one, Random.
So Nana, over like when you were growing up in Congo, what would you say what you were exposed to? What would you say was like America, or because they speak French in Congo, correct?
Yeah. They speak French.
So was it like, did you see like more French movies or more of like American movies, or like what would you say you watched growing up?
Oh my God. I grew up watching Nigerian movies. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yamatanga.
Yeah. Nigerian movies, and there was a lot of Indians movies and
Yeah,
novelas.
Hmm.
What kind of like I grew up watching. So
yeah.
Wow,
and
that's
yeah,
what?
American movies a little bit, but Nigerian was like the top of it. Like Nigerian.
Really? Wow.
I'm really shocked. Nollywood. Okay.
We have to give them their prop. We don't give them too much of their props, but I guess when
Yes.
you hear other countries talk about they what Nigeria, because I heard the same thing in Kenya, and it was like, oh, how is Jim Ike and Genevieve? I'm just like, they're fine. And goes, oh,
Yeah.
they watch Nigerian movies. So again, I guess it's just show how we all live in our own world and our own bubble because I didn't think too much of Nigerian movies back then. But I guess people I did we did watch a lot of Indian movie. That one was like everyone's favorite. But yeah. I think the question I have is, and this is one that also comes to my mind, is how did you think of your own self identity when you go to China? Did you start to think, oh, who am I? You know, how am I so different? What makes me so different? I think some of those things would be immediately obvious. Obviously, we all look different. But how did you kind of start to think about your own self identity, being that you're now in a totally different space where everyone looks a little different?
Well, when I came here first, I wasn't focused on that. It was just learning opportunities and times passing. It's been 7 years now that I start to realize, ooh, I I can do this. I have like a, how do we say it? Um.
You can speak French if you want.
Okay. So like with time, when at first it wasn't like really big on my mind because I was just like, I'm going. Yeah, I don't expect anything. I'm going to see how it goes, and with time passing, just I'm starting to figure out. Um, that there is a lot of opportunities here. There is a lot of things that I can do as a female. There is a lot of doors, a lot of things. It was just like a lot, but at the beginning I wasn't like, yeah, 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 yeah.
And how quickly was he? Did you like? Did it take you to get to start making friends um, in China?
Yeah, when I first arrived, COVID started. When I arrived, COVID started. Yeah, so it took like 4 years. Reluctant, 4 years, no friends, no nothing. Yeah, but like 2023. Yeah, 2023. It's everything got open. Now we're more cool. Now you're not like afraid of the other person. Like, do you have COVID? Like, is there anything? So 2023 for me it's when like it started making friends. You're going out freely without any mask, without anything, and it's just
Right.
yeah,
That's interesting. But you did travel. You went with your family, so it was a lot easier for you to kind of isolate because you had
yeah,
family. With you.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's really good because I think I can imagine if I have to move to a whole new country by myself and
yeah.
then it's like lockdown.
Yeah, for especially for the first time. I mean,
Yeah.
and and everybody is pointing to that country as being responsible. Um, I felt like that could have also been challenging because they would have to tighten their own healthcare system to be like, hey, let's contain this thing. Everybody was on edge at that time, but I think it opened the world to a lot of things. Even though um, I feel like after COVID, I think the world started to travel more. People wanted to experience other countries. I think people took life a little bit seriously and wanted to go outside. Um, I I I think that.
But you see, that's a very interesting thing. So I think, as you said, a lot of people started to travel more. I even think a lot of people started to move to different countries after COVID, or maybe just around that time as well. And maybe I can see, because I'm not going to lie, I thought about moving. And the reason I thought about moving was because I just thought, you know what, this COVID thing is too much. I don't want to be locked down anymore. I want to go to a place where I can be free, or at least go to somewhere I know the weather is always nice. So even if I have to isolate, I wouldn't be isolated in the dark in winter. Imagine isolating in winter is the worst. Like honestly, it's already. My friend said that they've already locked outside. Now they've locked you inside. They've locked you outside and inside. But I think it's an interesting shout that people started to travel more
Yeah.
after lockdown. I think I'm wondering why.
I think first, from my perspective, you're trapped inside the house. I uh, like you're trapped inside the house, and then those all these companies were giving you the opportunities to work from home. Here in America, that was kind of like what blew up like our real estate market, right? People in California, the homes in California, and I'm going a little bit off, but the people in like that were living in wealthier states or places started to move to places that were cheaper. So when they maybe you're looking and you're like, oh wow, I can go to Barbados or and live there with this amount of money that I make in America and live comfortably there. And people started once that lockdown was lifted and people could travel, you go there, you see how much money it's saving you, and then you just say, "Oh, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's go. Let's move." And people started moving with their entire family.
Speaking of which, I think it's funny because that happened in UK as well. I think it's had positive and negative effects though, because back then, if you really want to have like the right opportunity, you come to London. You come to
Yeah.
London because it's a capital city. You have more opportunities. And then most people didn't have family in London, even if they were actually British or English or Welsh or whatnot. They would come to London to get a job. But now, and I guess since COVID, people realize remote working means I don't actually have to move to London. I can live in
Mm.
Wales. I can live in Scotland. And I guess that traffic kind of just moved out.
Yeah.
of big hub cities like London because people decide to think I can live anywhere and work. So
I,
that's
I
interesting.
I think I remember. I think during COVID, I think we spoke. You were frustrated. I feel like I remember a conversation that we had. Like you were itching to
No, so
travel,
that bad.
and you could not. Like you were so frustrated. I just vividly remember that conversation, and I was like, I felt sorry for you because we know you waka waka.
No, no, no. Okay, so Tony, don't it. First of all, you were not in the country either. Okay, you can't be judging me for doing exactly what you're doing.
Well, I was, how would I say it? Like at that point, right?
You were
I
not.
just wanted to see what was going on. I wanted to see. I was thankful that I was able to
Where were you?
travel. I think I was in the UK. Oh, I was in Barbados one time when and then I did come to the UK to see you guys, which you guys had though. Like, where's my money, UK government? Please,
Tony.
where's my money for all the COVID tests? I need it.
Please, 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 please. I beg, I beg. But it was, I feel like COVID, speaking of COVID, is such a interesting time. I had this conversation with a friend yesterday. I think we've all had this conversation, how much COVID has changed life. I really feel like the world has ended. I'm sorry, this sounds dramatic. I think we're living in a twilight zone at this point because nothing feels right. Nothing feels right. If you look at the trajectory of life and everything, and politics and government and
Hmm.
countries and people's culture, way of living, everything you can think of, from like gender wars to feminism to fascism to everything has changed since COVID. And I don't know if they put a drop of something in our water. We're just not the same. We're not the
But
same.
it kind of plays into what we just talked about before we started the whole rapture thing, right? Like, do you think, like, with everything that's happening so rapidly, I don't even know where this rapture thing came from. I feel like since I've been growing up, there's been so many rapture dates. At this point in time, I can't keep up. And I just apparently just stumbled upon it. It's like rapture, like what? And the people were doing some odd
And you're
things.
here with me, Tony.
Maybe everybody else has gone. I've not come outside now. I haven't
You
come
should see the
outside.
video. People were like,
Going. I'm like, they're being absorbed. There's a like a flying saucer taking people.
it's crazy because I think it's crazy because I think the people who really took it seriously are people in America and people in Africa. Connect with
Africa, yes, Africa because
African
it's super
countries
religious. Yeah.
and in America.
America, I think America, maybe they're just tired. They don't tire for the country because I'm like trying to wrap my head why like they would like it's just you have to be a particular sect of people like that actually believe that because knowing Americans, things like that, they're like, yeah, sure, yeah, we'll see
Oh,
when it happens.
it start. I think the rumor started from America, so I think is your people that decided to rapture us, and people packed their bags and went to stand outside.
Thinking that wait,
A
so
whole church
if
of
they want
people carry their
if
bags to stand outside.
if you're doing rapture, they'll carry you with your bag to heaven. Is that the plan?
Listen, if how is that ludicrous if they actually believe it was going to happen?
Oh
So
man.
I think what I
Every,
think is interesting is America has a different culture.
yeah.
Africans have different cultures. So why are you people in why are you co-signing each other? Like what's going on there?
Well, you know how Africa is. A lot of times, some parts of Africa, we like to model the West, their thought process. Sometimes we try to, oh, this is happening there, so it might be genuine. They're getting ready. Let's get ready too, you know. Plus, one pastor in one church. And it's this is just like, it's mind blowing. At this point, for me, I just feel like when it's time, it's time. Um,
Will you make it though? That's the question. But let's don't answer because we don't know.
Me?
Yeah.
It's okay. We're talking about Rapture. Did you guys have Rapture? Did you have that trend, the Rapture thing in China?
Yes, the TikTok.
Oh.
Huh? Yeah, 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 yeah.
Was it not
But
2 days ago? It was supposed to be Rapture.
yeah, it was yesterday and today. Yesterday and today. But I
Tony did not know about it, even though this
I
started.
didn't I didn't know.
but I didn't see well it was but I didn't see that much. So it's like okay. Yeah,
I think this is what I think, Nana. I think this is what I
yeah.
think. Listen, I think we're angels. I think you and me are angels.
Okay.
I think Tony did not make it. I think Tony got left behind.
Exactly.
So we are here to keep him going, giving him moral support because he didn't make the cut.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
uh,
But that said, I think one topic that just kind of came to my head right now is how much Africa models the West. I.e., this literally trended all over the world, but I think the only time I saw people outside waiting for Rapture were videos of people in African countries and people in America. You know how you guys do. So,
we're a little bit extreme.
in terms of the topic of modeling the West, Tony,
Hmm.
why do you think that everybody follows? When I say West America, regardless of when you are in the world, why do you think people follow America? Aside
I
from
think
it, don't tell me it's a world leader. Mm-mm. I feel
no,
like
no,
there
no. I
must be
wouldn't say
something
that.
there.
I for me, my own thing is I think America has portrayed and sold themselves to be the savior of the entire world. I feel like in the core, at its core, in the beginning, America rescued a lot. It was like a big brother, right? If you're getting
You
oppressed,
think it's like
America is
a
gonna
post
come.
World War thing situation, or
Yeah, they're gonna come save you. They're gonna come rescue you from the big bad wolf. They're gonna send the army. They're gonna send everybody in, to come help you fight. That was America. They're gonna fund a war against bullying. So, and then they had a way. I think even from when America was fighting wars, right? They would
yeah,
always take a cameraman there to record them Captain America, like so that was sold to the entire world that
yeah,
this is where you need to be. This is we are your Captain America, and I
heroes,
think
Avengers.
yeah,
Ugh, not
Avengers
problem
exactly.
for the American government. But I think I understand what you're saying from like a political governmental. But I think, do you think that's what's also led to the social aspect, where it's like, if something's trending in America, then everybody's picking it up, and everyone's like, we gotta follow the trend because it's not quite connected to the government helping other countries or supporting other countries when we're talking about social things. It's not quite
Yeah.
the same, but I guess the question is it connected? Is that the reason why if people are wearing like red hats in America, then everyone like in China and the US, in Africa, in Nigeria, I keep saying Africa, please, African countries.
Yeah.
Is that the reason why? Because of that, so like seen as the leader of everything, as well
Well,
as governments and political stuff.
yeah, I think America sets the trend, right? They set the trend, and it's kind of like we look at it most times, even right now on all these platforms, right? If you are a content creator in America, you're going to earn a lot more, right,
Yeah.
than a content creator in Africa. So if so,
Yeah,
well, so like with that being said, people are more likely to align with what America does, so that they can get on that bandwagon, so that they can also earn money from that.
okay.
So Nana, we're talking about why is it that when America sets the trend, sometimes most times those trends are they initiate a trend and then people follow. Or like say, like if you were saying, like, let's say they're wearing red hats in America, next thing half of the world is wearing red hats, and that's what's raining. Like, what's your take on that? What do you think?
I feel like every for me, I feel like if I knew like few places that I wanted to go to, I knew like America, Canada, UK, places like that. And for America, I feel like people look at it like, it's like, and it's America, So when there is something going on there, everybody wants to follow, everybody wants to copy because like we're trending right now. So I feel like a little bit
Yeah.
like that when it comes to America. Yeah,
But speaking of that, though, because I think America is like the leader of the Western front or the Western world,
yeah,
and this is going to segue into beauty and makeup, which is what you do. And a lot of these things, honestly, I didn't think about too much when I was in Nigeria. But I think now, because you live in diverse society, you're forced to look at things as what they are and very different to the reality of the places we grew up in. So I guess my thing right now is that when it comes to like makeup and look and beauty standards, the world tend to go with, because America is the front runner of almost everything. What is considered beautiful in America is what has beautiful. What is ugly in America is what's ugly everywhere else. And I think for me, I'm trying to not fall for that too much. Whereas like where the beauty standard is defined by Western cultures and countries like America, we are different. We're Africans living in different parts of the world, right? We're Africans living in Western cultures, but also Eastern cultures. How do we make sure that wherever we are, we're not really all the way roped into ideologies that doesn't really favor us, right? And I guess it ties to your job, being a makeup
yeah.
artist. When you have clients and they want a type of look, and you go, well, I think this look doesn't look great on you. I think you should probably go with something that suits your features, your color, your tone better. And they go, no, 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 I want a blonde hair and blue contact. How do you deal with those types of like cultural clashes, from knowing that what might be beautiful in the West, and that's fine, but for someone with a different facial feature, might not be the same?
Well, for me, when it comes to clients, like I cannot start if you tell me like I want this. I remember I had a client. She it was for her birthday, right? She's a little bit how can I say? She's like caramel, but she wanna look white. Like
Oh
when
wow.
I'm putting the foundation, she's telling me it's not this one. Bring the brightest shade. And
Wow.
I remember I was looking at her and she said that I was looking at her, I was like, why are we doing this? And she's like, no, I'm not like that. This is my shade. And when it comes to that, I feel like it's dependent on people and how it's her belief and whatever that she wants, and she can do whatever she wants. And I would just like, guess what? We're doing whatever you want. And when we finished, I was just
Does she look messed up?
we did what we did, but when you look at her face and her skin body, it's not the same thing. And she's like, yeah, how
It's
you
not the
like it.
same.
And I'm like, it's how you like it. I can't make you. I
Do
can't
you
make you. Just
Like,
please go. It's okay. Yeah,
do you know that remind me? I know Tony, you want to say something. That remind me of a trend I saw. Was it on TikTok where everyone
mm,
was going at this lady because she was doing? I don't know if you've seen this video. She goes, "What is classy? What is not
yeah.
classy? What is
I,
elegant? What?" And then she did like lip lining is not elegant, and all the black people of color was like, "What do you mean not elegant? Have you seen our skin? Like if I were to put red lipstick without a liner, I look crazy."
yeah,
Exactly. So it's like again, that is the I mean, she probably didn't do it intentionally, because I think in her head she just thinks that's what. But again, it's like that is the clash of, that is great for different skin tone,
yeah,
but for a different skin tone, we have to not take everything we see as trending as the best from parts of the world that doesn't really have the same features as us. We have to
yeah,
look at ourselves and go, as Africans, Is this the right color for us? Is the right makeup style? And I think that kind of goes across the spectrum. Tony, I think you want to say something. Oh, Nana.
Yeah. Oh, no, so I was thinking, do you think Nana also like say in from the context of the Chinese folks, do they have a preference in does their like being African does that affect you being hired for a job? Do you think maybe she wanted to look lighter so that she can be more attractive or more appealing to the residents in China, like the Chinese?
I mean, yes, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. You here, their beauty standard is more. You gotta be more wider, um, thin, really, really thin. Um,
Yeah, we would make the cut.
yeah, you gotta really look a certain way, and I guess I don't. And it's just like, yeah,
And your makeup looks so good, by the way. I'm looking at your like your wing and the nose, and I was like, oh,
Okay.
mine is just like pretty basic. I've got like
thank you.
I tell people it's as I'm getting like I won't say older, as I'm growing up more,
Yeah,
I am now becoming more and more interested in like makeup. When I was younger, I didn't really care about makeup. I just didn't wear makeup. But now it's like now having interest in makeup is making me see all the things that works for me. Like I now do this color correcting, which I didn't used to do before. I just put my concealer, but it makes such a difference
yeah.
to who color correct.
Mm.
Tony has no idea for what
So
I'm about.
no, I have no idea. But I did want to double back, right? Because I feel like I never did ask you, like, how did this whole makeup thing even begin? Like, how? How did you get into makeup?
Um, it started back home. How did I started to doing people like how I started?
Yeah, like how did you start making it pretty much like a side hustle where you're building? Because guys, she has a amazing Instagram page with like you can check it out. I'll put the link down below. But it's like I said, it's like how did you transcend into making it like a side hustle now for you?
Yeah. Um, I just remember like I used to do makeup on myself, on my sister, and every time we'll be outside, people will be like, "Wow, who did that?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I did." People like will give like the who did that because here we don't have we only have like one makeup artist, and just she's really known. So when everybody sees like, yeah, is
Wow.
she her who did that? It's like no, it's kind of different. It's not her. Like I can see somebody and know, yeah, she did that. And people were seeing a little bit of like of the difference. Like, who did your makeup? And you end up like, yeah, I did. And one day I just opened an Instagram account for it. It was just like out of
Yeah.
boredom, and I was like, let me do it and post something on there. And I posted, but I people followed, few people followed, and I went private because I was like, just makeup. I don't know. No. And one day there is a lady. She was opening her brand. She needed a makeup artist. The girl who does the makeup in town, she was not available. So it's like, oh, we need a makeup artist really, really soon. So I'm like, okay, I didn't even know what to do. It was like, I don't know how to the price. I just like, okay, just let do it. I went, there was few girls, was like three girls, and I'm doing their makeup, and after they'd be like, "Oh my god, you're doing it so well. I look younger." Blah blah blah. They were like giving compliments and stuff. Like, thank you. And I remember the girl who texted me. She's like, "I feel like you're shy. Please, we need a makeup artist. Please make it known that you do makeup." And that's how I started, and people just started to come. We need makeup, and that's how just like it went. Yeah.
That's that's amazing. That's great. So China, here you have a second amazing makeup artist. So there's one original one, and now you have another original one. So you have two amazing artists, makeup artists in China. So definitely stop by if you want to look good and you want to make sure that they tell you the right complexion or shade.
Lip liners and wings.
Yeah, lip liner and wings. Make sure you stop by uh, Nana's page. So I'm gonna make it a little bit fun. All right, we got some fun. I got 5 questions that I have to ask you. It's like a little bit of we've been talking serious since, so let's do some games, right? So I have just 5 questions, and I want you to answer them,
Right.
right? If you doesn't know the answer, trust me.
If you know the answer, that's cheating.
Okay, so
Okay.
there's this there's something that they say in China, 996, right? Do you know what that means?
Oh my god.
I think 996. It's when they work nine from nine. Wait, from 9 to 9, 6 time a week, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a strong walk culture.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Ify to do that too.
Do I not look a baby girl to you? Please.
So true or false, right?
Yeah.
Does wait, true or false? How many or does China have one time zone? True or false?
True.
I know that one.
True?
True. True.
Okay, so 2 more questions. Um, what is the biggest shopping day in China?
The biggest shopping day in China is 11/11.
Okay, yep. And guys, 11/11. I think it's also called Singles Day. I don't know
Why?
why.
Why is it 11/11? What does that mean?
I don't know, just 11/11. Everything drop down, buying things literally like for free, literally.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
For
I need to listen. I need to come to China in 11/11.
look at Ify penciling
10,
down 11/11
10/11.
tickets.
I
I'm
need to, I need
reporting
to
live
get
in
there.
China.
I need to get at 9/11, rest at 10/11, and then 11/11 go ballistic. Like that. Like that. Like that.
Oh my god, that's funny. So what's the most common way to pay in China? Like what app do they use?
They use WeChat. WeChat. WeChat is the most
Okay.
way to pay here. Yeah.
Okay. And true or false, napping at work is normal in China.
Napping. When it's time to nap, when it's at break the that breaks time, yeah. So now I'm like, true, true.
Yeah, I think they call it Weiju. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like Weiju.
Oh,
Like they say it's when you do the 9 to 9 shift, there's a time where people can take a
yeah,
nap
Is it like part
during
of your
those shifts.
break, or is it like aside from your break? Is it like
I think it's part of their break, which is something we're actually going to talk about this 996 work hours because it's so big and there's so many parts of it that I'm hoping that I can get like someone like a Chinese in the tech industry there that is actually doing that to discuss about it, what it's like in their company.
yeah.
yeah? I mean, if I have to work 9 and 6, that sounds like a lot of. Imagine just working every day just to have one day off.
They work.
It's interesting because I actually
And
I
I'm
spoke
guessing you
with
can't call in sick.
Theraflu while you're walking inside. You'll be taking so a couple of questions. We're almost about to get done. So after 7 years in China, what's the biggest lesson you've learned about work, life, and hustle abroad?
Mm, I feel like for me that would be to always take time for to when I first okay. For me, that will be to always take to create a routine that works I had to create a routine that works for me to have boundaries with myself, because I'm just not doing makeup, but I have a time where I have to go to ship stuff. I have time where I have to go to markets. I have time where I have to for my social life to pour into myself, and I have to create like a routine and for breaks and to slow down. And China has told me that balance isn't given, but you have to make it yourself. Like I had to
Yes.
take time for each one. In
I want you to say that again, Anna. Like, I want you to say that again. That's actually an amazing quote.
okay, okay. For me, my biggest lesson here, it was creating time. I had to create a routine that works for me and make boundaries and have boundaries with myself. So there is a time where it's time to work, time for makeup, time for my social life, time to pour into myself. If I'm tired and I have a client and I know I'm gonna burn out, I can't take you. Like that's a boundary with myself. I'm just like, hey, today I can't. I gotta pour into myself. I'm staying home or I'm going out or whatever it is. And China has told me that I have to balance isn't given, but you have to make it yourself. So it's a little bit like that for me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Tony, write that down for yourself. Blow it up from the back.
I'm doing better. I'm doing better. I'm making a conscious effort to balance my
Yeah.
life. That's what I'm doing.
I literally was telling you that I see emails from work. I have a work phone at 10 p.m. I intentionally ignore it because I'm like, if I start responding at 10 p.m., next week you send me another message at 10
Yeah.
and you think I'm supposed to respond. And then the day I don't respond, you get angry. I'm not
Mhm.
supposed to respond at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
So if you're sending emails at 10 p.m., know that it will not be responded to until the next morning. And you will
Clean
be
and clear.
okay. Yes, you will be okay. If you wait, nobody will die. Now, Tony's a doctor. Maybe somebody might die. You just need to know.
There's other people there that can help.
As long
Well, I
as
guess if you're
they're
on call.
saying that if it's safe,
Mhm.
you know. And I might be in touch with you because I genuinely I might be in China.
11.
Dead ass. I am. Tony knows I'm always looking for a side hustle. So yes.
Yeah,
And
she's
I've
always
been
looking
seeing
for a
so many
side
like
hustle.
beautiful posts on TikTok. So I'm just like, I have to go because I've been to a lot of places. Why not? Yeah. But I actually want to come and visit. Yeah, for many different reasons. So excited about my trip. So hopefully.
So,
So for everyone who wants to move to China, China got you.
remember,
Congratulations.
there's two major makeup artists in China, and we have number one here on two continents, one mic. So you better stop by and get there before 11:11, because if he's gonna go pack all the makeup.
Everything. Everything.
So you guys stop by Nasia's page, Nana's page. Nasia, I'll leave the link, and when she fires it up, I'll definitely post about it, so all our folks in China can definitely stop by. Don't wait for 11:11. I keep saying this. You gotta go get your things quick, because
There
when if you
September
touch down, it'll be a wrap there. So guys, as always, we always say every week we try to do giveaways. We have our five winners from last time. We're going to post their handles also in the descriptions and contact them. This week we have another five. So the call to action is make sure you drop your flag. Let us know where you're coming, where you're watching from. Let us know what you think about this. Comment, like, subscribe. Those are the ways that we get to pick you as a winner. Thank you so much to Nana for definitely stopping by. It isn't easy, especially with the internet in China. It hasn't been easy, but we definitely enjoyed this conversation. And one of the things I love about this is like I'm learning every day in doing this, and I'm sure Ify she's a world traveler, so I can only imagine the next 5 years where she's gonna go.
But damn me.
uh, so as always, stay real, stay connected, keep the mic alive. Ify?
It's been lovely, getting to speak to you, getting to understand how life has been moving from Congo to China. And yeah, wishing you all the best. And I'll see you hopefully soon in your store opening in September 11, 11, 11. I will be there.
November 11th.
I said November 11. I said 11, 11.
Oh, okay.
All right.